I want to show you how I made $2,200 while I was on this ATV in Mexico a few days ago. Tap the school link in the bio and I'll see you there. And by the way, I'm showing you 100% free. I want the opportunity to prove to you that I can help you before we even think or even talk about investment. I'll see you on the inside. Hey, welcome to this video. Hey, I found this video, man, and I haven't watched it. I want to make sure that I watch it with you guys. I'm, really interested in this topic of, how AI is replacing workers. And this title of this video is how AI is pushing tech workers to blue collar jobs. So I thought this is something that, I would love to bring and be able to react and watch it with you guys. So like, share, subscribe, follow me. You have any comments, any suggestions, any video topics that you want me to cover? Let me know in the comments. Let's get it.
In the 90s, obtaining a university degree and finding an office job was seen as synonymous with stability and good income. This made blue-collar trades such as plumbing and construction less attractive due to their high physical effort. But since the boom of AI and the automation of office tasks, this seems to be changing.
Gen Z's pivot from college to blue-collar jobs, from student debt to the rise in AI.
In 2025, 4 out of 10 young people with a university degree are opting for blue-collar careers.
Just 22% of U.S. adults say college was worth it.
But this is not rare, since the supply of office jobs has been increasingly reduced due to automation.
New college graduates are facing one of the most challenging markets for entry-level jobs in a decade.
The inability of AI to perform jobs such as electrician, plumbing, or construction has made these types of jobs more valued than ever.
30% of the things that you do at work right now could be automated in the next 3 years, which is why more young people are shifting to blue.
See, this is the reason why I mean, and I'm gonna keep saying it, like, I think the best thing that anyone can do, regardless of your age, is to learn high income skills, learn how to make money online, because once you have those skills, no one can take those skills from you. To me, I'm not afraid of any of this type of stuff because I know that I have skills. I haven't worked a job in 10 years. So I know that with the skills that I have, I'll be able to continue to make money no matter what. Just having the sales skill and being able to know how to market, being able to know how to brand, being able to advertise, being able to know how to build an audience, what to post on social media to attract people and how people pull their credit card out. Those are the skills that, if you don't have those skills, it's going to be difficult.
Blue-collar jobs.
Likewise, the average salary of some blue-collar jobs is sometimes higher than many office job offers today.
More and more people are going to trade school, becoming plumbers, selling their business to private equity, and becoming millionaires.
This has made many young people rethink whether it is still worth obtaining a university degree for a white-collar career. How AI is pushing workers to blue-collar jobs. The CNBC Make It videos that used to show people working in tech earning over $100,000 a year have begun to change.
My name is Richard Adamandidis. I'm 30 years old. I'm a journeyman plumber. I live in San Antonio, Texas, and I expect to make $105,000 to $125,000 this year.
But to understand how white-collar workers are opting for blue-collar jobs, we have to go back several decades, when blue-collar jobs were not so attractive. In the 1960s, blue-collar jobs such as plumbers, electricians, and mechanics were the heart of the manufacturing economy and urban development. In the 60s, construction, agriculture, and manufacturing employed a large part of the U.S. workforce. In those sectors, less than 10% of workers had a university degree, while less than 50% had higher education. And some branches recorded a high school graduation rate of barely 55%. From the 1980s to the 2000s, the economy began its transition toward the service sector and high-tech industries. University degrees became increasingly valued. Many young people aspired to white-collar jobs, associating them with better income and professional status, while the perception of manual trades became less attractive.
Since the last half of the 20th century, a college degree has been touted as a must-have for a stable and successful career.
I did grow up around a lot of people telling me college was the route that you should go.
My parents were always hounding me about going to college. All the teachers reminded you about making sure you get good grades so you can pass.
See, this is also the reason why you got to watch what you listen to. When I graduated high school, my dad demanded that I went to college. I didn't want to, but I listened, and I ended up going to HEALD, School of Technology. I got a technology degree, as soon as I graduated to try to find a job, none of us could find a job because the technology boom happened. So it's just like, the only thing we were left with was a bunch of debt. That's the only thing that we were left with. So I tell my kids, look, if college is something that you want to do, then do it. But what I suggest is that you learn skills, skills, trades, to always be valuable in this world. That's what I teach my kids.
Elementary school, middle school, and go to college.
In the early 2000s, outsourcing consolidated office work as the ideal in areas such as administration, finance, and technology. Meanwhile, technical trades were left behind, perceived as less modern, less remunerated, or of lower social prestige. But since the rise of remote work due to the pandemic in 2020, added to the recent advances in AI, tasks that until recently were considered safe began to be automated. The security of office jobs resided in their cognitive component. That is, the need for analysis. But recent developments in generative models and process automation are performing those tasks at unprecedented speed and scale. The consequence is not only job loss, but a transformation of labor demand. Tasks that require physical intervention, manual skills, and on-site presence have become more valuable. This has made many young people question whether it is still worth obtaining a university degree today.
Do you need a college degree to land a high-paying job? It appears that some companies are now hiring applicants who don't have a degree. It's leaving many to wonder, is a degree really necessary?
Global reports show that a substantial proportion of current work time is exposed to automation. Indeed, between 1/3 and 1/2 of work activities could be automated with current and emerging technologies. For example, in the United States, some estimates place around 30% of office work hours as potentially automated by 2030.
Damn. Now, and see, here's the thing. Most people look and they say, well, man, I got 5 years. You saw how fast this year passed? I'm just grateful that I learned when I learned. I'm really grateful that I learned how making money online works, digital marketing, selling digital products, sales, period. I'm grateful that I learned when I learned because I literally feel like I am in a fail-proof position. Regardless of what happens with this world, regardless of what industry is replaced, regardless of anything, I have the skills to continue to make money. And that's my point. That's my point. You can go and work a blue-collar job. You can go in college if you want. You can go and do whatever you want to do. But if you don't have the skills to be able to make the money that you need to make, that's going to always put you in a position where you have to depend on someone else. And I just don't want.
On the other hand, tasks that demand physical presence and specialized manual skills have increased in demand. This is because these jobs cannot be performed remotely by a machine, since they require physical presence and practical abilities. An electrician, for example, cannot be replaced by an algorithm working from a computer.
There are people needed to maintain, inspect, repair, maintain our infrastructure across sectors, energy, water, supply chain, and the likes. AI can't fix, bridges, AI can't repair machinery.
Goldman Sachs estimated that 25% of repetitive legal tasks in the United States were automated, resulting in a 15% decrease in the demand for paralegals between 2020 and 2025. The salaries of these office roles also stagnated, as administrative assistants' wages increased only 5% between 2020 and 2025, while customer service representatives reported an increase of just 4.1%. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, employment of electricians will grow 11% between 2023 and 2033, while that of plumbers and pipe fitters will increase 6% in the same period, figures above the general average. In terms of salaries, blue-collar workers have experienced significant growth. According to a Forbes report, the fastest-growing jobs through 2032 will be blue-collar, with 1.7 million new positions projected. Construction workers saw an 18.4% wage increase, with salaries reaching up to $75,000 in 2025. plumbers experienced even greater growth, with a 17.5% increase since 2020, and in high-demand areas such as California, the average salary reached up to $99,000. Electricians also saw a significant increase, with average salaries of $98,000 in states such as New Jersey, a 21.4% increase. Welders, another key trade,
You know what's crazy about this is my son walked up to me recently the other day and he said that he wanted to learn how to be a plumber because he realizes that no matter what happens with AI, he will always be valuable. Like my son, man, he's such, I mean, all my kids are smart. You know, I'm not just going to say my son is smart. All my kids are smart. But when I heard him say that, I said, yeah, he's listening. He's listening. You know, I told him how to make money online. He's not interested. I told him how to do YouTube automation. We have a YouTube channel together that we're working on, and we make money from it, and that's great. But, you know, he knows that he's not going to be, you know, he knows that he wants to be valuable. He knows that he wants to be needed, and he's doing everything that he can now to make sure that that happens. And the sad thing is there are a lot of adults watching this video, and they will just scroll right past this video and continue to live and work and make the same money, live in the same lifestyle, and never be willing to change it. And it's quite sad if you ask.
reached a 20% increase from 2020 to date, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. This wage increase has made blue-collar jobs more attractive to those displaced from office jobs.
Now, blue-collar workers are seeing a faster wage growth than those white-collar jobs. It's a trend this country has not seen in years.
This wage growth in blue-collar trades is due to several factors, such as the shortage of skilled labor, the aging workforce, and the growing demand driven by infrastructure projects. For example, wind turbine technicians, an emerging role in recent years, earned on average $87,000 in 2024, with projected job growth of 60% between 2023 and 2033. The decline of office jobs has driven a massive transition of white-collar workers toward blue-collar trades. According to McKinsey, by 2030, 12 million workers in the United States will need occupational transitions, with 80% coming from administrative and office roles. This migration has accelerated due to the automation of cognitive tasks by generative AI. A report from Revelio Labs noted that job postings for white-collar roles such as software developers and business analysts decreased by 12.7% between the first quarter of 2024 and the first quarter of 2025. And the same report highlighted that wages for these positions have remained stagnant since mid-2024. In contrast, blue-collar jobs saw a 46% increase in job postings compared to pre-pandemic levels. This transition has been particularly notable among young and middle-aged workers seeking financial stability and growth opportunities.
There's definitely a lot of young people that are looking at college and questioning, is this worth it? You know, the time, the effort, but also the debt. We see those numbers in the tens of thousands on average, rising over time.
This has led many young people to reconsider investing in university degrees, which on average can cost between $100,000 and $200,000, according to the College Board. With the decline of white-collar jobs and the increase in tech layoffs, young people see blue-collar trades as viable alternatives. Apprenticeship programs for these types of trades cost less than $10,000 and combine practical and theoretical training, allowing young people to enter these fields without significant debt. According to the American Association of Community Colleges, 60% of young people consider blue-collar trades more respected today than decades ago, and 70% value their stability. Likewise, according to Indeed, 40% of high school graduates opt for vocational training over universities, prioritizing quick income and job security.
More than half of Gen Z workers say they're now seriously considering blue-collar or skilled trade work.
This transition, supported by training programs and a cultural shift, reflects the appreciation of practical skills in an automated world. Despite reskilling needs, blue-collar trades offer displaced workers a path to stability and satisfaction in an evolving market.
Now, here's the thing, right? You know, first of all, shout out to all of those people, man, all of the kids that see this early. But here's my take on it, right? Either way, you need more skills. Either way. And if you want to learn, you know, digital marketing skills specifically, then I have a free group below where I can teach you exactly how digital marketing works. Yes, I do have products that does require an investment, but I like to prove to you how I can help you first before we even talk about investment. So you can take a look at that. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments of what you think about this blue collar job thing. You know, are you going to find a blue collar job? You know, or where do you work? You know, how is everything going at your job, your place of work? You know, I'll see you on the next video. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.